Our company is a technology-innovative, fermentation-specialized venture that has been in business for 9 years since its founding. For the past 6,000 years, this fruit called noni has been loved as a natural fruit used for medicinal purposes and as a nutritional supplement. Globally, there have been about 500 research papers published on it, showing how widely it has been studied. However, surprisingly, there was no standardized, properly developed noni product. So, using this as a starting point, we conducted preliminary research and various...
It was scientifically proven that noni has outstanding efficacy in preventing a wide range of different diseases, and it emerged as a major trend in the health food market. However, because of its unique, unpleasant smell and strong, off-putting taste, it was exceptionally challenging and difficult to consume. On top of that, there were even safety concerns raised, such as reports of color additives being detected in some noni products. In this situation, our chairman wondered how we could make noni both safe and delicious. And from this concern, we began developing our product in the year of 2018.
Although there are many great things in Korea, we wanted to discover natural ingredients that are already well known overseas and can be exported without obstacles. By combining these with our traditional fermentation methods and aging techniques, and since Korea is recognized worldwide as a leader in fermentation, we believe we could create something special. Furthermore, by incorporating advanced microorganisms and various phytochemical elements and developing products through research and development, we thought we could establish fermented noni and Atomy's fermented juice as recognized healthy products. I believe this is an area where we can truly be acknowledged.
Most noni products are merely processed into juice or have other sub-ingredients added to enhance the flavor. But our unique product is the only one in the world that is fermented, aged, and has significantly enhanced functional components. Fermentation is...
Anyone can do fermentation. The important thing is to identify a functional component, a substance that can serve as a standard, and ensure that this component is consistently produced at a certain quality. In this regard, I believe that the technology developed by Atomy Org and NST is probably the first of its kind in the world.
The primary and most important method our company currently utilizes is lactic acid bacteria fermentation. Through a lot of trial and error, we established our own patented technology regarding the appropriate lactic acid bacteria, fermentation time, and fermentation temperature.
The functional components found inside plants are not biologically active so that they can remain stable within the plant. However, to release these inactive substances, it is necessary to utilize specific enzymes to break these bonds, and only then do the functional components become available. This process is known as bioconversion capability. South Korea is currently the most advanced country in the world when it comes to technology involving bioconversion capability.
The technology involves identifying specific beneficial lactic acid bacteria that can maximize the bioconversion capability of the functional components found in natural rice paddies through these bacteria.
It's not easy to make a good product cheaply, but technology makes it possible. Even if they look the same, rice paddy juice and fermented rice paddy juice are on a completely different level.
Our 7-strain complex lactic acid bacteria, AON 1805, is actually one of our ingredients as well.
AON 1805, as the name suggests, uses the abbreviation of Atomy Oros, hence AON. The strain that we discovered in May 2018 was eventually developed further and given the code name AON 1805.
While most standard lactic acid bacteria products on the market today only guarantee about 10 billion CFU per gram at most, the specialized strain we use contains a much higher 80 billion CFU per gram. This means it has a significantly higher live bacterial count than almost any other competing product you will find available.
When combined, rather than used alone, it demonstrates far superior biotransformation capabilities. Compared to other strains, the iridoid content is significantly higher, at least 20% more. Thanks to this component, it shows remarkable effects in anti-inflammation, immunity, and anti-glycation, which has led us to currently participate in an international project.
There's a clear distinction between a simply fermented product and one that's scientifically advanced, published in papers, and patented. Since this is a technological advancement, it allows us to be price competitive while still creating a premium product.
When developing a product, simply fermenting it doesn't mean the process is complete. The aging process is involved. When that happens, various new beneficial substances are produced through secondary metabolites. Through fermentation and discussion, as well as various chemical and biological reactions that occur within, we found that not only does the taste improve, but the functionality is also significantly enhanced.
Atomy Noni juice has carefully optimized both the fermentation and aging periods. So, for the first stage, we ferment and age it for at least 45 days. In the second stage, we apply partial back pressure and add only the appropriate supplementary ingredients to set the position of the noni, then ferment and age it for about 15 days. It would have been much easier and cheaper to simply import the liquid from overseas, package it, or just bring it in and roughly process it as a liquid product. But the reason I didn't do that is because those manufacturing processes are neither standardized nor transparent, and when I actually checked them, the hygiene conditions were far from satisfactory. That's why, for the first time in Korea, I brought in the fruit, fermented and aged it, then extracted the juice to create a domestically produced product. That's how our noni juice was born. As we started this way, I decided we needed to get organic certification, so we converted all the wild noni to organic certification.
When plants or vegetables grow in harsh environments, their functional components increase. That's why noni grown in barren environments like volcanic islands contain much higher levels of beneficial and functional components. So I already knew from the start that I needed to source them from volcanic islands. If the noni fruit has not yet reached full maturity, its essential functional components do not develop sufficiently. But once the fruit is fully ripe, it falls to the ground, and when it does, it immediately starts to rot due to microorganisms in the soil. That is why, through local staff in Indonesia, we harvest all the fully ripened fruits every day. After harvesting, the fruits are washed more than 3 times and then shipped to Korea in reefer containers maintained at -40 degrees Celsius.
Each time we conduct thorough inspections of the raw materials, including certified tests for heavy metals and pesticides, and by doing so, we've established our current process.
The biggest challenge was capturing the unique taste and aroma of noni. It's sugar,
but it's a sugar that's good for your health. It contains a lot of nutrients, has a relatively low GI index, and I wondered if there might be a natural ingredient like that. After considering a few different ingredients, I chose coconut sugar. The 2 ingredients complemented each other's flavor shortcomings. Coconut sugar contains a significant amount of unique nutrients. By supplementing these aspects with natural
ingredients, I wanted to find something that could preserve the nutritional components of natural coatings and noni. In the process, I found that calamansi could soften noni's unique aroma and make it more palatable. That's why I decided to blend in calamansi as well.
We have successfully developed a unique and specialized syrup that only Atomy Oro and NST Bio are authorized to use.
We sourced organic dextrin from Europe, completely customized for us. And it's an ingredient that's unique in Korea. This ingredient was also suggested by Atomy Oro.
We processed maltodextrin with enzymes to create a substance called cyclodextrin. However, by converting it into cyclodextrin like this, we were unable to obtain organic certification. There is not a single case of this in Korea. We were the only ones to obtain organic certification for this, converting it into cyclodextrin and incorporating it into our product.
I firmly believe that this product cannot be substituted by any alternative noni juice.
Itamorosidam's fermented organic noni juice products are all made exclusively with organic ingredients. Since we chose a path that others haven't taken, it took a considerable amount of time to complete the finished product.
When I first started working in earnest together with the team, what really surprised me the most was realizing that Atomy also operates a specialized company that focuses specifically on research and develops high-quality products. That was very surprising to me, and it quickly became another major reason for me to trust them even more than before. Atomy Orusio has really instilled the core values that Atomy pursues into the various products we have today. This particular product is fermented with Atomy's own unique strains, and even the specific mixing ratio is made with Atomy's optimal formula. There is simply no other product like Atomy's noni juice anywhere else in the entire world. When I was making this noni juice, I truly wanted to go abroad and have customers all over the world recognize it as being the best noni juice in the world and the best noni juice made in Korea. That is exactly why I have always been very interested in when we could finally enter the overseas market.
Back in June of 2021, we successfully exported our very first shipment of noni fruit directly to the Chinese market.
That's when we made our first selection. Since it was our first container shipment, we said, let's hang our print card and take a photo. Everyone cheered and clapped as we took photos, thinking, is this really happening? Is it actually shipping? We had a lot of thoughts like that. And so the product that was shipped out like that...
Sold out. We literally cheered here at that moment. Sold out.
So believe it or not, as soon as it launched, it completely sold out everywhere. Everyone was clapping and so happy, I honestly felt like I was going to faint. All the employees were clapping.
Every time we shipped, it kept selling out.
I was so incredibly happy that I was practically shouting with pure joy. And I was so deeply moved that I was almost in tears. From that specific point onward, until December of last year, nearly every single week, whenever we launched, it completely sold out. And then again, it sold out. I just couldn't believe it. Especially during the 3 months of October, November, and December last year, we stayed up all night making them. So, right at the very end of last year, shortly after starting the company, my employees and I truly had the happiest, most incredibly joyful year-end celebration of our entire lives. So I was truly and deeply grateful for everything. And more than anything else, this is truly something that I simply cannot find the right words to adequately express to you right now. I was absolutely overjoyed and thrilled. The discussion we had together
when it sold out in just an hour, and the situation unfolded in this way, I was also filled with hopeful dreams. Are we really talking about hundreds of billions of dollars? I have even frequently found myself dreaming about possibilities just like that. But if we actually did that, could we really maintain our high level of quality? I found myself worrying about that once again, because once an organization reaches a certain massive size, the very moment it surpasses its inherent operational capacity, it inevitably comes back as a tool for the degradation of our overall quality and standards.
It's not a product that goes out as soon as it's made. It takes 5 months, and even just getting the raw materials takes a month. Then we have to ferment, age, press, and then do a second aging. This whole process usually takes 2 to 3 months. It's a product that requires time.
Achieving steady and consistent growth is exactly what makes for a truly robust, solid, and sustainable business. So we firmly believe that it is only by following this specific path that we can successfully maintain both absolute price competitiveness and absolute product quality over the long term. That is precisely why we are currently in the process of adjusting our pace.
When you compare us to the established corporations that currently supply products to Atomy, which are automated and have well-established systems, some people might feel a sense of doubt when they see the current scale of our company. However, even if our company is relatively small right now, our products are by no means small in quality. So, I truly believe we are a company with the heart of a giant, even if we are small. We have carefully optimized our current facilities to suit our situation without overextending ourselves. In the future, we also have plans to upgrade everything to a smart factory and expand our facilities with an automated system. We sincerely want to thank all of our dedicated members and loyal customers who have recognized and truly loved this product.
When real individuals who have actually tried this product openly share their experiences and reviews, it gives us a truly wonderful sense of fulfillment. So we will continue to do our best to repay you with even better products in the future.
We will do our utmost to live up to the opportunity you have given us. And we will strive to grow as a company that always serves with a sincere heart, becoming a good and virtuous business together with Atomy. Thank you sincerely.